Hello friends and welcome to another episode of Dad's Drafts. Now, as you can see, it's this very special day. I told you I would probably not be online, but the missus is very tired, so she's already in bed. So let's just get this party started. We're going to do another premier draft of Tarkir Dragonstorm simply because it's such a good set and we only have, less than 2 weeks to enjoy this set, so let's make the best of it. If you like what I do, feel free to click some buttons. And if you have any feedback for me, also let me know either by commenting about my plays or my picks or whatever, and I will say my picks, why I do them. Now let's see how this goes. Last few drafts have not been amazing. Maybe I'm going into, trying too difficult things or being too complex or whatever. Let's maybe just keep it simple. I'll try. Cannot promise anything. Alright. Well, there are some interesting cards in this pack overall. The headliner is pretty good. I've had some terrible misplays with this card, by the way, where I had 3 creatures and I wanted to deal 3 damage and I used this ability. But then, of course, the creature is sacrificed, so it only deals 2 damage, which is pretty terrible. Terrible feeling. Other interesting cards are the Wildling, Stalwart and Bushmaster. Very interesting. Together with this, I think someone will most definitely go into Jeskai if you look at this. So I think Jeskai will not be very open, but I'm going to take this Botanist over the headliner simply because I think a 2-mana 2/3 is already very strong. And if you can actually attack with this once, even if it dies or trades at least, it will already be worth it. So let's just take it. And of course, it also puts stuff into your graveyard, which can be good with Renew, but is not a mandatory thing. So there's another Stalwart. We could have had 2 of those. But the problem with the 2 Stalwarts is that, of course, we would already have settled in white-red, which I want to try and avoid. I want to keep my options open. Wayfarer is in our colors. It's a 2-drop, and I like it very much. It makes sure that you hit your land drops, or at least not sure. I've had plenty of times that it misses, but it fills your graveyard, which is very important for any black or blue paired deck. Alright, well, I love the Lie in Wait, but that will be 3 colors. I also like the Formation Breaker. And we do have a Wayfarer already. And we could give this the option to have a +1/+1 counter, and then this would be very good. There's also this Wildling, so for me it's between the Formation Breaker and the Wildling. And as I said, I would take this if I was sure to be in those colors. But and we don't have any graveyard synergy yet. We do have some mill, but nothing that rewards us from stuff leaving the graveyard. Wildling or Breaker? I think this is best in black-green, and we don't know for sure if we are. So I'll just take the Wildling. This will leave our options wide open, simply because then we can easily splash any color, or at least play any color. Okay, so green is being cut a bit. There is a black removal spell, but it's pretty much best in anything with white or red. Never played the Tiger. There's a Tawny back, which is okay, and this Bargain. I'm not sure which is best. Probably the Bargain. And since we play green, the chances are that we will end up in these colors. But we might as well end up in green, white, black, considering these white cards. I do like myself a 2-drop as well. Black-white seems open. I'll just take the Fortress Kin Guard. Brushmaster, very late. Devotee is okay. There's also this Dragonclaw Strike, which I must admit is not the best card. But if the opponent is tapped out and you can play this and then swing with a 6/6 flying, it's an amazing turn. But this is a card which is very prone to be either being killed by a combat trick or maybe being countered. I'm going to take it. We might end up in Teamer after all. Wow. Well, I think it's too late for us to go into these colors because our green cards are very strong. I'll take the Champion, but Seems like no one wants to do the mobilize thing. And champion is fine anyway. Okay, that is a decent removal spell. There's also this monument, of course, in the Jeskai. What is it? I mean Mardu, not Jeskai. Don't really care about the Earth Carver. I will take the Dragon's Prey here. We might just play Dragon Claw's Prey instead of the Dragon's Prey instead of the Dragon Claw Strike. Now there's another Fortress Kinguard, which is pretty good. I mean, these two drops, just as the Botanist, are just cards which are above curve. Like 2 mana for 2/3 stats is already very good. And if you can also put it on 2 bodies, that's just amazing. I've played with the Death Gorger before, and I think it was actually better than I expected, simply because being able to put a counter and draw is actually pretty strong. I don't really care about the Lancer or the Devotee. I'll take the Death Gorger. I mean, we might end up just in... Yeah, I think we will end up in... what's it called? Is it Mardu? I don't know. The black, green, white stuff. I think Whale of War is actually pretty good. 2 cards at instant speed is amazing, and we already have 1 self-mill. I don't think we will need another Fortress Kinguard. I'll take a Worthy Cost. We will have some tokens, or at least cheap creatures to sacrifice, but it's good to know that we have some options. Wow. Even if I'm not even sure if I'm going to use the mana. 1 mana Scry 2 is already very strong. Don't think I will play that. Let me just see if I can turn on the child things. I'm not even sure what you call those things in English. I should know. Oh, this is exactly in our street. Now, I'm not saying that we are doing something with the counters, but we are in these colors, and even without any counter payoff, this is just amazing value for 4 mana. Now, I do like the Skimmer, but we're not doing blue. I would like the Barons, perhaps, or maybe even the Blade or the Worthy Cost, but I think we'll see it. I'm just going to get this one. Duty Beyond Death. It's pretty good. I'm not sure if it's good enough for us. We do have some stuff to sacrifice. And we also have this Revival. So maybe it is good enough. If we can get enough. I mean, this was very open, so maybe we will be able to go wide enough. But I don't think it's made for these colors. We're not really missing out on anything. Don't really care about the Exile. I want to keep my black to a minimum. So I'll just take the Duty Beyond Death. If we can pick up more go wide cards, it can be very strong. Okay, so there's some fixing which we could use. There's also this Exile. I think I will take the Exile here. I assume that we will get more of these tapped lands. But I think we are being cut off a bit. Okay. Snakeskin Veil. Kintree's Severance, very good card. Now, we don't have any other counters than just +1/+1 counters, so we will never make this a 6/6 for now. So I think this one might come around because people don't pick it highly, and then I'll pick it up. I'll take the Severance. I mean, it's just a 3 mana card in our colors. Okay, so now there's another Formation Breaker, and I will take it. I also like the Coordinated Removal. What is it? Maneuver? But I think we have enough removal spells as it is. So I'll take the Breaker simply because we are getting more stuff with counters. For instance, this is counters, this is counters, Wayfarer is counters, this is counters. So I think the Breaker might actually be pretty decent. Another Champion, I'll take it. But drying up here a bit, seeing no white. Tomb Guard is pretty good for us. I'll take it over the Champion and the Evolving Wilds. Oh, Synchronized Charge. So I think we're full on just creature stuff now. Now I think I mean creature stuff, I mean combat tricks and pump effects. Now I just want to get more 4, 5 and 6 drops. I'll take another Worthy Cost. And any 2 drops that make us go wide, which is doable, I guess. Don't think I'll play that. Maybe I'll play the Truths. I mean, it's at instant speed, which makes it okay if you have other stuff up at instant speed. For instance, if you keep up a removal spell and the opponent plays nothing to remove, then it's actually pretty decent to still be able to do this. Likewise with the Dragon's Prey. Not sure if you want to play 2 of these actually. Oh, wow. Yes, please. Very late Evolving Wilds. Don't think I'll play the routine. Just turn this down a bit. Don't think we need more self-mill. We've played this card before. And we do have some stuff with power 2 or less. But there's also this Revenant, which is just, I think, way better. But I would like to have this. I don't think it will come around. If it will, we'll just take it. But I think the Revenant is better. Now I wished that I had picked up the 4-mana dude. Another one of these. No tap lands in our colors. Yeah, I'll go for another Tomb Guard. I think we do need to cut some kind of 3-drop, actually. 13. Okay, well. Back piece is not really something that we want. Not sure if I'm going to play the Devotee after all. Could take the Death Gorger as well, but I think I prefer the Pummeler as a 4-drop. If the Death Gorger comes around, I will most definitely take it, or maybe the Barons. Saga Wildling, I'm taking it. We're a bit light on creatures, and this is good anyway. So I'll take the Wildling. Would like the Sniper as well, but you know, it's all fine. Another Breaker, that's crazy. I'll take it. Also liking the Kin Guard here. Maybe it will come around, but I think another Breaker is amazing. So maybe we don't need these two, because we have a lot to do at instant speed. Not sure if the Duty Beyond Death is good enough for us. We don't have a lot of ways to go wide, but even if we sacrifice something useful and have counters, it can still be good enough. Now this is useless. Outrider, I don't think I will play it, but it is a way to put counters on stuff. I assume this is going to be our deck. I would like to get one more high-end card, like the Death Gorger. Or another 2-drop, which gets us counters. Oh wow. This is difficult. This is very difficult. I think this will be very strong in our deck. So I think I have to take it. Maybe get rid of the Whale of War. But man, I would love these as well. We have a lot of stuff to do with the in the counter department. Dragon's Prey. I think we're good on removal. Oh, I'll take a Snakeskin Veil, I think. Or a Devotee. This is also something that's very good to sacrifice, by the way. Doesn't really do anything with counters. I'll take the Snakeskin Veil. We kinda gave up on the whole sacrifice thing by removing the worthy costs from our deck. But I think this is good enough, and I think I won't play 17 lands, because we have 2 Wildlings, and our curve is not very high. So I need green and white mostly, so I'll just cut a black. Maybe 2 black, because we've got 2 Wildlings. And I need white most. Our mana situation is not amazing. Could cut 1 green since we have the Evolving Wilds. I think it's going to be like this. Yep. Let's get another cup of tea. Excuse me for the noise. Right. I've had a pretty decent birthday. We were all free because it's this celebration holiday thing in the Netherlands. I'm going to cape this, by the way. I mean, successor into Kinguard is amazing. So I'll just find the white source. But there was this, what is it, old-timer car show thing that we went to, which was a lot of fun, actually. And surprisingly, the kids also liked it, which is good, very good. Now, if this stays alive, we can have a crazy turn on turn 4. We play this on turn 3. If he doesn't kill it, we'll get a lot of counters. Don't kill my botanist, please. Oh, he killed my botanist. Oh well. And then the charge, wow. This turn, on the creature this turn. On that creature, okay. Is this going to die as well? Well, I guess no good turns for us. Let's just go wide, I think. He's totally killing our plan, which is unfortunate. That's a pretty decent draw. Amazing with the synchronized charge. Opponent's probably now putting some stuff on the board. But what I was saying is that surprisingly the children also really like the old cars and tractors and stuff like that. Okay, well, let's attack first. He might have something, but I prefer him to use it on the Kinguard. Now he might have a counter spell. And I prefer him to counter the Wildling than the Revival of the Ancestors. So I'm going to see if I can get him tapped out. Yep. Oops, kind of making a mess here with the T. Now I hope he doesn't have another counter spell. But if he does, I'll just keep playing around his counter spell or counter spells. And if we draw another land, we can do both of these. Okay, he's got his other colors. Oh my goodness. Why? Why do you have to play such cards? Okay, well we can do both, which is pretty good. Kind of hoping that with this synchronized charge he might not attack with the Regent. Okay, well, I guess he is. I would like some kind of life gain. I think it is enough. And let's hope he draws nothing that can pump or whatever. Because then next turn we'll just go full swing and gain a lot of life. But I think he won't attack. Well, he will still attack with the River Regent, I think. We need to draw some kind of removal spell, I think, and then we're okay. So we still live. But this is a pretty crucial turn that's coming up. Oh my goodness. He goes down to 2. And we gain a lot of life. But I'm not sure if we can go wide enough here to finish it off. Really needed a removal spell, or at least something more useful. Oh, that sucks. We are giving it everything that we can, but I just don't think it's enough. He's got the better top end. So we can attack with everything, but then we just deal 2 damage. And he is drawing a lot of action. I'm not even sure if a removal spell is enough for us. It is a removal spell. Let's just see what he does. His attacks on the ground aren't great, because I can just jump with the champion. Alright, well, that is something. But he can swing at us. We can deal 3 if we attack with everything. Wow. Yep, never mind. Maybe if we drew the 2 mana, sacrifice something, put a counter and indestructible and everything. Maybe that would have helped. But he pretty much answered all the threats that we were putting on the board at the beginning, like the botanist and like the counter dude. I think this deck has what it takes, but I mean, River Regents is one of the best rares in the game, I think. All right. Fondo. No way to play the kin guard, but this is fine. Probably the best one. What is it? Turn 1 play that's possible. I hope he wasn't at our draft table. Otherwise, he probably has a crazy deck, because a lot of good stuff got passed. I'm just going to attack, even if he wants to use a trick to kill this. If we get the attack trigger, I'm already happy. I'll keep that. Wow. Very surprised there. No white source yet, unfortunately. Otherwise we could do some more counter stuff. He must have some big plans with these. I really expected him to block. Okay. Well, now I do expect him to block, actually. Next turn we'll go Formation Breaker into Champion, I think. Or maybe Fortress King Guard and Champion, depending if we draw some white. No fourth land. I assume he has something. So we could make this a 4. I think that's the best thing to do. Four, 5. But it seems like he has a Dragon's Prey or whatever. An Exile, yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, kind of lacking the white source. It's good to know that he has the trick. But his hand is stacked and our hand is pretty empty here. Oh my goodness. We are getting our asses promptly beat here. We've got to get rid of that thing. I really need a white source here. Maybe I should have picked tap lands more highly. I think I should. I ended up with plenty of playables. And I think this is one of the first times that I've actually had this problem. Okay, well, of course he just killed that thing. If only he hadn't, but hey, you know, he might have a 4/4 flyer soon. And we know he has the trick, so... Let's see, if he attacks, he can make it +2/+2 and hexproof. So maybe we'll double block something. If the Revenant dies, we can put the lifelink and fly counter on the breaker, and it would not be terrible. Yeah, well, I'm just taking 3. If he had attack with both, I would have double blocked. Let's see what he's going to do. Okay, that is a good blocker. So he could have a 4/4 that can block that one. Yeah, let's just spread the threats. I think that's the best thing to do here. Now he'll have a 4/4, which is annoying. Well, that sucks. That's good. Of course, we'll just pass. So we could put some counters on these, and I think they're just lethal, if I'm not mistaken, because we put 3 creatures. What is it? 3 counters? They cannot be blocked, so let's just try it. He could still have one card, but he cannot block these, so even giving something lifelink won't help. Oh, of course he can do before blocks. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, crappy pants. Well, at least his dragon is gone. Oh. Yeah, that was just stupid. I should have only attacked with the 5-5. Might have lost us the game there. Meh. Yeah, that was just stupid. I was a bit hasty there. Well, at least we're drawing action, which is good. Now, we don't have lethal next turn, well, except for the breaker, of course. But I just assume that he will draw an answer. Okay. So he still cannot block the breaker. Unless he plays something big now. Maybe I should have also attacked with the champion, simply to put another counter on the breaker this turn, making it a 6-6. Even harder to block. Okay. Good game. Formation breaker did it. Very nice. Even made a misplay there, but still alive. All well. That was seriously a bronze rank mistake. If I had thought of that, then I would have only attacked with a 5-5, and then he would still have to trade. And now we just gave him a bunch of life. Botanist again on turn 2 is pretty strong. Opponent had to mulligan, it seems. Opponent does have nice sleeves, I must admit. Let's just draw any lands, either with the botanist or just from the top. That is already one land, that's pretty good. And now I'm happy. I mean, we don't need the white. I mean, this can wait. And if he kills the botanist, you know, so be it. We already got the trigger. That's fine. Okay, so he has that, so he can destroy target creature. Oh, yes, please. With power 3 or less. So let's just play the champion, because it has power 4. Okay, well, I am going to offer the trade here. Do you think he will put some counters on stuff? Could also do the wildling, find the land. Kill them. Let's just go for the kill spell here. I'll keep the wildling up. I mean, it's a good turn 5 play as well, and we have plenty of stuff to do even if we miss on some land drops. Oh. So we have to kill that. Definitely. And I'll just offer the trade, because if he wants to kill this by sacrificing 2 tokens, that's fine. Because we can get the counter later on. And if he... Yeah, I think the Pummeler is probably the best thing. Pummeler plus trample counter. Just keeping in mind that he can destroy anything with power 3. So I'm not playing the wildling. I'll just play this. If he wants to kill the Kinguard with the thing, that's fine. If he wants to play the dragon as a dragon, that's also fine. I would prefer him to, actually. Now I think I will just attack with the pummeler or block with the next pummeler. I'm just waiting for him to roll out the dragon so that we can gain some life and play our own. I think the crocodile's actually not that bad. It's a lot of stats for one card. Yeah, we got to block that at some point. Still not playing the stupid brood thing. Okay, Snakeskin Veil is actually pretty decent. Okay. So we can either kill 2 of his creatures, which is fine by me, or use the Snakeskin Veil. I'll just do this. And I want to kill the 2 biggest ones, like that. Because he can reanimate the other one. And now we'll just hope that he uses the Dragon Brood on the Wildling, and then I think we're good with the Snakeskin Veil. Yep. And if he doesn't have a follow-up, I think, yep, good game. So, that was actually very smart to, just patting myself on the back there. Very smart to just keep the Wildling behind until he either played the dragon or until we had a way to protect it, which we could with the Snakeskin Veil. Now, I think Snakeskin Veil is amazing in our deck, simply because we've got some stuff we want to keep alive, and we can also use it aggressively if we want a counter, which does a lot in our deck. We didn't see any of the 2/3 creatures yet, which draw a card, lose a life. What is it? Draw a card if a creature with a thing on it deals combat damage. I'll keep this. I don't think we need the charge. We've got all the colors. I think I'll just go for the counter on the thing. That's a nice follow-up. Simply because we might draw the 2/3 with Menace, which rewards us if we deal damage. Guess we won't. Now he might counter, but if he does, we can just exile this and put a counter on something. We are adding to the board and he ain't, which is good for us. Land from the top would be amazing. Now, I'm not sure what's best if we draw another green source. Probably put the counter on the breaker and keep up Snakeskin Veil, and then I think this thing can go the distance. But the chances of us drawing another forest are very small. Seems like we can put some pressure. Yes, I'm definitely now going to simply do this. And this breaker could go the distance depending on what he plays. I hope he taps out. If he does, we could just put a counter on the breaker. Let's try it. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. I kind of expected him to have something, of course. So it would have gone, this would have happened either way, so I'm glad that I did it in his turn. Mm-hmm. I assume he has some kind of exile or something. Okay. I'm doing this simply because I think we can double spell next turn with the Wayfarer. The chances of us hitting a land are quite big. And otherwise we might mill like a Champion of Dusan to give this trample. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff that we can draw now, which would help. And I would still trade this for these two, of course. Wow. He must have gotten a very good draw there. Another formation breaker would also be very good on this board, simply because we've got plenty of counters. Interesting. Seems like he might be playing another blocker, or just wants to chomp. Okay, so I'm keeping up the exile. Let's just attack first. Let's see if we can find a land, or that is a land. I guess I'll take the green one. That is a good card, by the way. Fresh Start is very, very nice. We've got plenty of stuff that we can draw, which is good enough for us. But our pressure at the moment, oh no, is kind of gone. Would like to draw some removal spells here. Yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. The life gain is especially annoying. Unless we have our formation breaker. Opponent's at 14. We are drawing lands, unfortunately. And now he can just pop off. He can put a lot of counters on the dancers and stuff like that. And he will gain a lot of life. So we're no longer in a racing situation, unfortunately. Let's hope he just puts all his eggs in that basket and that at some point we can destroy it. And I don't think we will stay alive long enough for him to draw himself out. Let's be honest, we have plenty of stuff that deals with the dancers. I'll just block. We don't have any sacrifice stuff, so the kin guard is useless anyway. That is unfortunate. We are drawing a lot of lands. I mean, we're playing 16. And we've already got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So there's like 6 more lands in all these cards. So we should be drawing some kind of action. But of course, it's all part of the game if you flood. Wow. He's got a nice deck. He's a bit late to the party, unfortunately. Yep. Very late to the party. Now it doesn't really matter anymore how many counters we put on the breaker. Maybe if we draw the Revenant. Oh, he'll get his Dragon's Prey back. Kill the Pummeler, I guess. We have to do some unfortunate blocks. We'll take a lot. I think we're just dead here. Kills the Pummeler, we'll get 8. We could jump the Crier, I guess, and we'll go down to 1. But I think that even the Revenant's not enough. And we don't have any kind of board wipe, unfortunately, so... He's got some good stuff. I mean, what do you do against 3 rares like that? Oh, we actually have to block that one as well. Come on, top deck. Come on, top deck. Just very flooded. We are 2 and 2. I do hope to snatch at least one more win with this deck. Because I think it's a pretty decent deck. But we were just not drawing the removal when we needed it to. Or any kind of action for that matter. Might be the last game. I'll give it my best. And as I said before, if you do have any feedback about the deck, about my picks or deck building or whatever, please do let me know. But if the opponents... I mean, the games we lost so far were against a quasi... What is it? Not a quasi-revenant. The 6/7 flyer that bounces 2 and these 3 rares. I mean, it's just what happens. I'll find another swamp for the Revenant. And let's just hope to draw a Snakeskin Veil or something. Seems like we didn't need the swamp. Okay. Please, deck, give me more lands. Well, we're sure he has something. Really would like a Snakeskin Veil. But I think we won't. Or any creature for that matter. I mean, okay, that is good enough. I don't think we can raise this, especially if he starts to go very wide and pump everything. But we'll gain some life next turn. And even if he kills the Revenant, we can just put the counts on this thing. But I assume he has some kind of answer to the Revenant. I mean, my goodness. It really feels like we're just freaking playing 20 lands or something. Well, I'm sure it's only 16. Which is already below average. I'm not going to risk blocking here. Seems like he doesn't have another land. Simply because if he did, he should have played it before combat so he can pump everything. And with a 3 life gain each turn, I think we're okay. Maybe even 4 if we do the charge here, but I would like to draw something with this. Okay, well that is okay. Yeah, I was thinking maybe it was lethal if I do it another time with the champion, but I don't think it is, so... I might have to do some kind of blocks here. I think I'll just sacrifice the champion for his most damage, not the most of his damage. Yeah, I don't really care about this. We're still at 21. He could have the goblin thing, but then I think it still wouldn't be lethal. What on earth is happening? That's not... He has something probably for the Revenant. Okay, well, it's not the best thing to have actually. He'll just be jumping. Did we have lethal otherwise? Vigilance and Trample? Maybe I did. Maybe I should have just gone for it. Now he has to get rid of two threats, and I'll just block the underdogs here. We don't need the tapping to do this harmonized stuff. Yeah, I think we still live. I thought he had the goblin thing, frontline rush. Yep. My goodness, so many lands. Well, at least we got the win. Revenant went the distance. And I think it's pretty good that we didn't block anything, because if we did, he would have killed one of my flyers. Job, 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 job. Alright. Let's keep going. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep this. Let's just hope to find another black source with the Wayfarer. Chances are small, because we only have like 3 more. Well, hello there, Swampy Boy. I was hoping to find you. Yeah, I'll get another forest. I know there's also something to say for the counter. Really, I don't understand how it's our 5th game and we didn't see any of the... Oh my goodness, I hate that card. We didn't see any of the 2/3 menace. When a creature with a counter deals damage, you draw a card. I mean, that's pretty much our engine, and we've seen none of them. If the Revenant lives, I don't think it will, but if it does live... Okay. So now we know that he's not going to attack, right? I mean, that's not a 1 mana... Okay. Deck. Freaking... Something with counters and stuff. I'm still going to kill the Voice of Victory because I cannot do it in his turn. I fell for that trap before. And it doesn't matter because it has trample. Let's just hope the Voice of Victory was pretty much the only reason that he kept the hand. Because depending on what he plays, we could still... Okay, kind of expected that. Let's just make the best use of our mana here. Next turn we can do this and the Death Gorger, or we could just play this. It kind of depends on what he plays. I mean, maybe all the counters on the Wayfarer are not necessary. Could also... We could make this a 6/6 Trample Vigilance. It's not bad. Yeah. So now there is something to say for playing the Revenant, but then I do need a... Wow, he's not... Wow, that's crazy. If I'm going to use this, I would like to use it when I have Snakeskin Veil. I really don't understand why we're drawing so many lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Of course we used the Evolving Wild, so actually we drew 9. But just 9 lands in the top so many cards is just already pretty crazy. I've been thinking maybe they should make this, maybe they already have it, where you just have a pile of action cards and a pile of land cards. And there's like this system that every now and then you need to draw from the lands pile and sometimes from the action pile. Okay, so I think we have lethal, depending on what he does, if he taps out. I'm not sure if we can do both. So this costs... No, we cannot do both. 1, 2, 3, 4. We lack 1 mana. I don't want to sacrifice the Wayfarer. So we could deal some trample damage and tap this. Let's just attack with this one. And now with the Revenant on the Wayfarer we have 3 lethal targets. And we can do both of these I think next turn. 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah. I'm not sure what he can have. Okay, well this is just good game. Because mine get trample and vigilance, so. Oh, that's also very strong. Let's just finish this. At least he could have the 1 black thing. No, okay. There's this 1 mana instant thing. Alright. 4 and 2. I wonder what they do with this information. Like, well, people that won had more fun than people that lost. What are we going to do with this information? Well, maybe we can make people win more often. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, maybe I'm just stupid, but I don't know what that information, what the goal of that information is. What do you do with it? Oh, pliers. My wife was looking for these. So we find the green source. Then we don't have double black, but that's okay. It's not the best, but it will work, I think. It's a bit slow. I just hate to mulligan. So I think we'll just go breaker first before playing the wildling. Get all the planes, all the planes. I think it's actually maybe all the planes that we have. Don't kill my formation breaker, please. Creatures with power less than this creature can... Okay, so... Unfortunately, he can. But Let's just get some creature with counters on it. And then I think we're good. Or a black source. That would be also very nice. Okay. A potential engine has entered the battlefield. No target yet for the kin tree severance. Anything that puts a counter on something now would be amazing. If we can put a counter on this, it cannot be blocked and we draw a card. So a Snakeskin Veil or one of the Death Gorgers at sorcery speed, that would be amazing. You could have a counterspell though, but okay, don't really care about that. Maybe he has the monk and what is it? Okay. So at least we could attack, but we just need a way to put a counter on something, and then I think we're good. Or just play the Revenant. So far she's not played anything that we can exile. But at least I know that he has a 2-mana instant speed spell at hand, because otherwise he wouldn't have attacked with both. So maybe the +3 and draw a card. I think that's it. Come on, deck. Give me a swamp. Or give me that, please. That was an amazing top deck. And now I might actually block. But let's just hope he plays something big, like the Jeskai Dragon that we can exile at instant speed before combat. Okay. No attacks from the opponent, that's amazing. Still no black source, unfortunately, but we could attack first. Meh. Yep. That is unfortunate for us. Let's just play the champion. And keep up the severance. Kind of hoping that we will draw the next swamp next turn. Or at least within the upcoming turn, so that we can gain some life. I mean, he plays Jeskai. He must have something that's more expensive than 2 mana. Okay, that is good. So I think we're just going to try and kill that. Yeah, let's just kill that now. Come at me, bro. Okay. Can we have enough mana? We have 6, 7. We play this. We get a discount. I think we can do all right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Play the Pummeler. Synchronized charge for 1 green. Yes, I would like to reduce the cost. And now, depending on his blocks, we have the Exile. And we draw some cards and lose some life. Okay, still not another black source, but our board's looking good. Opponent's at 7, we're at 10. If he attacks, I think I will just block, probably with a Tomb Guard or something. We have another one. Now we're drawing them, by the way. I said that in the previous games. Why are we not drawing them? Well, here they are. They are doing a good job. Alright, so that's just a 2/4 prowess. I think we can just attack with everything here. We need to draw another black source soon. But if he's blocking like this, it's all very good for us. I think he has to block like this, actually. Menace and Trample. Come on, Swampy. Jeskai Revelation. Well, he's 1 mana short. That's not enough indeed. So, can I still kill myself? I think I could. Let's put some trample counts and stuff. He doesn't have lifelink, so we'll just attack with everything. That's also some life gain. Yup. Well, that worked. Yes, I had a lot of fun. So much fun. Thank you. Whenever I win, I only have fun. Alright, game number 0. We have 4. 4 and 2. 5 and 2. Alright. Bit of a slow start, but now we're actually having some decent matches. And he did actually have the Shrine Keeper, which I thought. But I just had to kill the 3 mana enchantment, which gives him the 1/1 haste lifelink boys. He could have jumped endlessly. So I got like this tools set for my birthday. And I got some beers, which I already shared with my wife. And I got a big bottle of very smoky whiskey, which I really like. Okay, so I cannot keep this, unfortunately. This is a nice combination, but this is also pretty terrible. Guess we'll get rid of the Pondler. Let's just hope we draw a forest, and then I think we're we're good. So let's see if this formation breaker can go the distance. We can make this into a 3/3. But the question is it necessary? Because next turn we can double spell. And he might have a counter spell, but I don't really care if he counters the champion. Because it's just a +1% counter or something. Nothing from the opponent, that's quite big. Okay, so that's something that we cannot kill in my turn. But we can make it so that he doesn't block. Now, do we exile or play the Wayfarer? I think we try to exile in his turn. Okay, well, that happens. We got rid of his dragon and rid of some of his mana. Yeah, come at me. I'll take it. I will block you. Probably with the champion of Dusan. Okay. I mean, that's not that bad actually. Not sure if I want a land. Oh, oh. Our bombs, no. Okay, so that's going to be a problem. He's probably going to put the counter on itself. So let's find a removal spell. So we are getting into a kind of a board stall. Formation breaker. Oh, that's okay, acceptable. Yeah, we just need to find a black source for the Gorger. Simply to remove all the counters from... Okay, that's nice. Oh, come on, deck. He is going to pump the stack, but if we draw any kind of action, for instance a black source, we can remove all the counters from the Earth Carver and he will be on a 2-turn clock. Oh, that's not this one, of course. Kind of surprised that he's not doing the thing. So now we'll just, I think, use the 2-mana thing if we draw a swamp. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're getting our ass beat simply by not drawing swamps. This is what you get if you don't prioritize tap lands. I should have done that. I took too few in the drawing part. Now we can actually at least deal damage to him. That is unfortunate. Now, of course, he won't attack with the Earth Carver again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think we're just dead here. Yeah, well, you know. Good game. We simply didn't draw any black source. Which I think if we did would have won us the game. Anyway, Formation Breaker without question. MVP. Amazing card. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you like what I did. If you did, feel free to let me know by clicking some buttons, leaving comments, maybe even subscribing. And I'll just get these packs open, get a lot of gems, and I hope to see you next time. Peace.
Grab the card, shuffle dreams in the palms. Dad's drafts roll heavy, we bombing like psalms. Stacks on the table, strategies to flex. Running these lines like counterspell checks. Dad drafts in the zone, pulling rares from the throne. Mana on the stack, magic seeds we've sown. From poppers to planeswalkers, the board gets owned. Welcome to Dad's drafts, your new homegrown. Welcome to Dad's drafts, your new homegrown.